died on spring break last year, are working hard on two fronts this morning.
Yeah, Julia Sumnick's family has hired a private investigator to try to find out who was responsible. And the family is also bringing awareness to the dangers of the drug that killed her.
Drink any of that shit when she was made. She tasted it. It was disgusting. She didn't want to drink it.
Actually, doesn't GHB, isn't something you just drop in water and it has no taste of it?
We were drinking it right out of the bottle, and it was really very powerful.
I think it was like a 10-to-1 needed to be diluted. I don't know how that works. 50-to-1 diluted, 3-to-1. I don't know. But I think it was concentrate, and maybe that's enough to be like poison, or it was...
Photographer, club promoter in the Miami Beach area, paparazzi kind of guy.
The two, seen here in this surveillance video, arrived at the nearby Flamingo Towers at 4 a.m. Prebsent shared the condo with 44-year-old Jason Itzler.
I had a roommate named Zoltan who was with this chick for like days. She was visiting him, and I never even met her. And he came upstairs to the apartment at midnight one night. I was sleeping in my bed. He knocks on my door. Jason, I want to introduce you to someone. He shows off a hot chick to me. We hang out for a while. He goes, you want some GHB? I'm like, F yeah. And I'm like, rah, tastes like shit. And then he goes and pretends to sip some because I know him. He gives it to the girl. She sniffs it. She goes, ah. And that was it. And then I got really sick from the GHB a couple minutes later, 10 minutes later, I don't know how long. And I'm like, I got to go to bed. I was embarrassed. I was going to throw up in front of him. And that was it. Then I don't remember anything. And I woke up on the floor with vomit all over me. With Zoltan telling me that the girl was dead, and what's he gonna do? What's he gonna do?
He admitted to one, being in the apartment with Julia, and that he had consumed GHB himself, knowing that Julia would not have taken the drug on her own, and that Itzler had access to it. You know, you as an investigator, you put two and two together, and someone slipped Julia that drug.
There's no doubt in my mind that Jason Itzler did this. But Jason's the bad guy in this. Jason's the bad guy in this. One thing I always told Marie and the Sumnicks is that, look, we know the police screwed this case up, but we can't publicize that. Let their side figure that part out. The only chance we're going to have is if the police department has any kind of credibility to bring charges.
This is Zoltan from Los Frontiers.
Hey, Zoltan. My name's Alex Novell. I'm a documentary filmmaker working on a film about an old friend of yours named Jason Itzler.
I can talk about him, but that would not... I have no way to defend myself against him, and I never had. And that's the thing. So, and this is such a dark part of my life. You know, such the worst part of my life, practically. The time I know these guys.